Hey YouTube, so it's D, back with another video. So I've been seeing a lot of this question go around. I think all of us have at some point or another. Somebody comes back to the group or they, rediscover the game or something like that, and they ask the questions, hey, I've got old stuff only. Is my old stuff still playable? You know, or how does this work? I'm kind of confused with the whole Mark IV thing. And that's fair because it's not super intuitive until you really dig your fangs into the app, which this is the desktop version. I'm so happy they came out with this. Pretty soon we're going to have the ability to print cards off of that. That's the next functionality that's coming out for this to date this video. We don't have the ability to print just yet, but it's here. So for those of you that are new coming back and you've been linked to this video as a, hey, what can my models use? Let's just go over something real quick. Mark IV in the library section of the app has the entire rule book right here. If you want to learn about warcasters or warlocks, what have you, they have the training guides. If you just want to read your stuff, you can. But this thing's super helpful. In the normal mobile device app and on the computer, you can search rules here and it'll give you examples. Like, let's just really quickly do stealth. Hey, there's 10 results in the rulebook, and then it goes through where they're at. Super helpful. So, if you're wanting to get back into the game and learn the game, library is your friend. But we're going to kind of focus on the force building because this is going to answer most of your questions. So if we go to create a force, we're greeted with two options here, prime and unlimited. Now unlimited is everything legacy. So if you click unlimited, there's all of your stuff from legacy. And it can get a little confusing because themeless really aren't a thing anymore. Like you can kind of throw anything into anything as long as it's on your list. So for mercenaries, it gets a little daunting and it takes a while to load because it's so big. Because here's all of the mercenaries. Like you have Talon Charter, you have everything in here. Like absolutely, even the warlocks. So like they kind of throw everything, and there's still some bugs. If you come across something that you want or it's not interacting the way that you think it is, submit a report on it, and they're still cleaning stuff up. They're actually pretty quickly to clean up most things, but like unlimited K door, we'll just pop into that real quick. Loading. It does take a while because there's a lot of stuff in some of these armies. So like everything is here, including the mercenaries that you can take if you want. But this is all your old stuff. Now, Privateer Press says that they're not going to be directly supporting Unlimited. They're not going to actually support it at all because all of these models are out of production. This stuff's no longer created. They're not going to directly support it. Now, you might get changes or balancing, not because of them supporting Unlimited, but because they're supporting Prime. So Prime is going to be the Mark IV armies when we go into it, which is all the new stuff that's currently being printed and produced. So any type thing that's new should be in Mark IV. Legacy is all of your old stuff, but it's in a much more curated list. So if we click into it, you'll notice here that a lot of armies have multiple areas. The ones that don't are usually like the specialty armies, your Crucible Guards, your Convergents, your Infernals, your Grimkin. The armies that aren't going to get specific, like back in the day, they weren't going to get specific releases on schedule like everything else. They got releases maybe like what, once a year, maybe twice. But then if you look at like Ret, they broke it into two sub-factions, Legions of Dawn and Shadows of the Retribution. So they took it and it's like the Dawn Guard stuff is all in here, while Shadows of the Retribution is all like the Mage Hunter stuff. They took all of the mercenaries that they wanted to support and broke them down. Like I'm a Talon Charter player, I play Pirates, so all of my stuff would be here. But like they don't really share too much in terms of like what you can get here and here. So like certain Jacks in Shadow are not going to be in Dawn and vice versa. So you might find out that some of your stuff doesn't carry over. So like here, this is all the second wave Warjacks, the stuff that didn't have force fields, minus a couple of the lights. Because like the Chimera, if I remember, was part of the first wave. But like the Banshee, the Demon, Moros, Harpies, Sirens, Sphinxes, that was all second wave. And from the lore, I forget what house made these, but it was technically a different house compared to what the first wave was made. And these are the four warcasters. Each army in this area, this form of creation, the legacy, um, they want to have at least four casters for it, And a lot of armies, even if there's like two, so that's eight casters. A lot of armies had a lot more than eight casters. So some of your favorite casters aren't playable anymore. And it's at least in this format. Now, why does this format matter? Because these are the only ones that are going to be balanced or messed with in the long run. And I've got a theory that probably, in a couple years' time, they're probably going to stop supporting Legacy and move it away, and it's just going to be Mark IV because none of these are being produced anymore. Nothing in the legacy format is being produced. So it doesn't make sense for them to continue to support it after, years we're talking from now. Once Mark IV has finally found its footing. I mean, we'd probably be in Mark V when they finally phase it out. Who knows? Um, but of course, Mark IV is all the new stuff. And right now we only have one entry for each. The plan is, from what I'm understanding, from what people have been telling me, that other alternate armies will be coming out within the group. So right now we have Winter Corps. There will be, for an example, we have Winter Corps. There will be another version of Khador coming out in the future that is not Winter Corps, and those two will not have any shareable stuff. There will be cadres that come out that supposedly are playable between the two of them. If that's the case, that's cool. We'll see how it goes. But the easiest way to think about it is if you've got new stuff, Mark IV is prime. It'll always be supported as long as they're supporting the Mark IV stuff, which as long as the company's around so far. Legacy is all old stuff, but it's a lot limited and it's curated, and not everything is here. And then if you do want to play absolutely everything, that's unlimited, but it's the wild, wild west. Nothing's balanced, nothing's curated. If something is curated from Legacy, that change will roll over to unlimited, but that's the only thing you're going to see. But that's the basics of it. So if you're coming into the game and you're like, hey, can I play my old models? Yes, 100%. Now, if you're wanting to play Prime, which is what most events will be, you want to look at Legacy and see what your stuff falls into, what you have the most of. And if you can play an army, you might need to pick up a couple pieces here or there to like flesh it out, but that's what you would have to do if you want to play Legacy. But if you just want to play Unlimited, play Unlimited. Just make your list as you used to make it. Theme lists don't exist anymore, so you won't get bonus points, but it's an easy way of just slapping models on the table. And then on one of the Facebook groups, somebody asked, "Hey, can I make an unlimited list and play with somebody who's playing Prime?" For kitchen table fun, yeah, go for it. They're the same rules. They function the same way. The only difference right now is categorization. If you're on a, just you and your buddy, you want to play, and he went and he bought, the all new shiny Mark IV Dusk Army, and you only have your old stuff, and you just want to throw down, throw down. There's nothing to say you can't do it. This is more just for categorization, and some places are even doing unlimited tournaments. Um, right now we're in the start of December 2023. 2024 around February there's Captain Con, which I'm debating on going to. Um, and they're doing one of their events is an unlimited event. It's a Warcaster and 50 points worth of battle group, and you just kind of slam your stuff on the table and go for it. So anything is playable in that, as long as, of course, meets those criteria. Yeah. But there are going to be unlimited events, I feel. If a venue gets enough interest in it, they'll throw it together. I mean, even at your local gaming store, if you've got enough people that just say, hey, we just want to play unlimited, have at it. But I just wanted to break down how everything works so that you can get a visualization of it. The app is totally free. The rules are totally free. There are some caveats, like they have a membership for like $6, and most people don't really buy it. You can have up to 6 lists in your force for free. If you want more than 6, you do have to have the membership. And the library, all of the rules and everything is free, but they do produce the story stuff. Like this is the demo fluff. Everything else here with a lock on it gets unlocked if you're part of the membership and you want to go and read through the story and the lore and stuff like that. They have little breakdowns on all the main casters for Mark IV, and then they have some neat scenarios like Black Tide, season 1, 2, 3, etc. Season 4, I think, is just kicking off soon. And these are just scenarios and playing through the story events that happen in the fluff, which is pretty neat. Dragonfall, I think, just finished. It's the most recent dragon. I think it's going to die. But again, it's one of those things that I might pick this up in the future. It's just I don't see a need to right now. Um, but yeah, that's the basis of it. everything old, unlimited, old but curated legacy, new Mk4, and then these two are underneath the Prime, and Prime is mainly what they're going to be focusing on. So I hope that answers your questions. If you have any more, drop them down in the comments so I can, answer them and reply to them. And hopefully this helps you. If you anything at all, drop it down there. I'll help to the best of my ability. I hope you guys had a great day. And if you have anything else for me, let me know. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.